Namaskar friends, keep learning with Export Import Make in India campaign. And today in the session we will understand the trade tension in India and Bangladesh. Okay, after saying Muhammad Yunus, if India attack on Pakistan, Bangladesh should occupy the northern state. So these comments by this Muhammad Yunus. Okay, so due to this there are trade tension in India and Bangladesh. So what are the key points we will understand? Okay, so first key point is port restriction. Okay, so India has port restriction on the Bangladesh goods. Okay, limiting shipments only two seaport. Okay, so one is the Nhava Sheva and another is Kolkata. Okay, so by this trade restriction, the Bangladeshi export was $7,770 million export impacted, nearly 42% of the Bangladesh total export. Okay, so you can understand how much Bangladesh will face the problem after this commenting on India's like this. Okay, so you can understand the 42% trade will impact after such restrictions. Okay, then second restriction, impact on the government export. The restriction could significantly impact the Bangladeshi government industries, which earn $618 millions from India's between April 2024 to February 2025. So can understand this is the quite valuable export which will impact the Bangladeshi these industries, which is the government industries. Okay, so we can understand after the retaliation concern, India moved to follow Bangladesh restriction on the Indian export, including the ban yarn through the 5-lane port, curb on the rice, and limit on the item like papers, tobacco, and milk powder. Okay, so once we apply this restriction like this on this seaport. Okay, limitation of the export goods from the Bangladesh. Okay, and garment product. In retaliation, this Bangladesh also imposed some restrictions on the export goods on for the Bangladesh. Like we export to the Bangladesh, then we will face such restrictions like a yarn and five. This we can ban yarn is banned in Bangladesh in 5-lane port. Okay, and he curb on the rice, limit on the like pepper and tobacco and milk powder. Okay, so he also limit this product. Okay, and the rice also curb on the rice. Okay, then transit fees. So Bangladesh has introduced a transit fees on the Indian cargo passing through this its territory. Okay, so if we our cargo is moved through the Bangladesh, then they will charge the transit fees. Okay, so ending year of the zero fees movement under the regional corporation framework. Now this is such kind of fees may be apply. Okay, then trade volume. So despite these challenges, bilateral trade between India and Bangladesh remain substantially, with the exporting goods worth 10,010.4 billion dollars to Bangladesh. Okay, and importing 1.83 billion in 2025 in February. Okay, if we take the future prospect, Bangladesh has stated that long-term trade with India will not be affected by this current unrest. Okay, given the significant trade volume between India and two nations, India accounting for the approximately 14 billions of the Bangladesh annual import. Okay, so this is a quite big value export that will impact. Okay, the both countries are significantly trade partners, and effort being made to facilitate trade, including the joint steady trade impact. Okay, and the development of infrastructure facilities, container handling facilities, and Sirajganj Bazaar. Okay, so we can understand this such kind of trade restrictions apply by the both country to vice versa are reciprocal tariff apply by the countries. Okay, so guys, in this session we have tried to understand what kind of trade restriction apply by this Bangladesh and India to reciprocal import and export. So guys, thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.